Hey guys, how are we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our TD Sequential Forex update. So straight over to the charts. So yeah, here it is, my favorite short. Yeah, we did break to the top of the pennant. This is what I predicted would happen. I said we can break up because I was pretty bearish, short-term bearish on the dollar. So that was obviously gonna aid this, and I thought, well, we're down here. These bears aren't getting paid. So we'll probably come back up, test the top, and then I think we'll then come down and break through, break down. So we did. We came to the top. We came up pretty strongly. So this was a pretty strong short squeeze. That's what this is. That is. There's lots of bears, lots of people selling. There's a lot of people bearish the euro. So they're basically selling, hoping to break through here. We almost broke through, almost broke through, almost broke through. We hung around here looking like we're going to break through. This is sort of a bear flag from this sort of whole downward trend, so that could easily break through, but we didn't, and then they squeezed them. So this is literally a short squeeze of all the bears that had sold, anticipating a big move down, much the same way that I'm bearish on this. I anticipated a big move down, but I was looking at some of the daily, basically the sequential numbers on the dollar index, and yeah, and I was thinking maybe we are going to get a push up first, but we got it because it was so ferocious, such a short squeeze. What I was saying to you guys, even though we broke out the pennant to the upside, I was like, you guys watch my videos, you know what I said. I was saying I'm still bearish of this. I think we're just blowing out the top. It's sort of called a bump and run. We're going to bump out the other way and then run the other way. So that's what I'm sort of looking at. And we had our sell trade in here. This line based on this 4 hour 9. So we broke, obviously, there we go, it was still in there. So we carried on going up, but then when we came back, once we took out this level, this activated the short trade. And I've been short this, I am still short this, and been in and out some extra shorts as well on numerous spikes up on here. So yeah, so now I literally now expect this to be it. Now we squeezed out all those early bears, and now we're gonna have just fresh selling come into this, and it's gonna plow us straight through back into the pennant, straight out the bottom, and then we're gonna basically go for the pennant downside targets, which to be honest, guys, are so yeah, we are talking near parity, to be honest. Not near parity, sorry. Let me zoom out this out a bit and I will tell you. We'll draw on the predicted move. Oh, come on, internet, don't be so slow. Yeah, we'll get on the predicted move. Yeah, sorry guys, having a bit of a bandwidth problem, it seems, here. So yeah, we'll take this. We'll move this here. Yeah, not quite parity then. So we're probably looking at around 103, 104. I will draw this on here. I will leave this. I'll draw this on. I'll leave this on here. So this is our new one. We'll leave that there. But yes, that's what I'm looking at for, guys. Bump and run. So we got over, back into the pennant, and then bang. So yeah, we didn't break down there. We even had a sort of head and shoulders sorts. So this was looking very bearish, but again, you only trade the confirmation. You only basically trade once we've broken out, which maybe, yeah, I mean, we did there. So we had bears there that were still holding on to the position, thinking we're going to come through. And yes, anyway, that's how markets work, guys. It's a game. It's a game of basically bulls versus bears. I mean, simple as that. That's what it is. And obviously the bulls were watching what the bears were doing. And well, not even bears and bulls, people that want to make money, whales, traders, bigger traders that are going to basically manipulate the smaller traders. They were looking at basically setting people up that were looking to go short this. I'm not saying they're necessarily a bull or a bear and that they stick to that one thing, but at that point they were looking to sell this euro dollar and get the breakdown. So obviously bigger players saw that and they thought, right, we're gonna squeeze you guys, get ourselves some nice liquidity, a nice pump up, and then once we finish squeezing you, we'll start selling, and then we'll start selling and selling and selling and selling, and there you go. Well, no, it's not happened yet. It's not happened yet, but obviously we got. I want to turn that. I want to make that. It's going to annoy me that not being straight. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to delete it and just draw it again. We can see where it goes. It goes to roughly it goes to roughly here. maybe I've just overestimated that a bit more than before. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at here. So I mean, every count now is pretty much going to be bearish, I think. Well, I think it will be. Yeah. Yeah, so we've got a red 2 trade in here. The daily we're going to have this. Well, we've got the red 1. And then yeah, in the 4 hour we've just been looking at the 4 hour chart. So that is what I'm expecting here. I think this is it. This is the move now. We tried everyone's patience down there. We squeezed them out, and now we just got a clear run through. Cable and our buy trade. Yeah, so there we go. So that didn't work out. We did break above it. But yeah, we break above it. Basically, we got the 4 hour 9 as we knew there. We thought that was going to reverse price a bit, and it has fully reversed price, so we're back under. But this was not a trade I was taking. This buy. This is one I drew on just to show potential daily 9 trade in case I was wrong on the dollar. So it was based on this daily 9. It did reverse price a bit, but then now we're resuming the down trade. What this trade was based on, and what it would cover you for, is if we were wrong about what we thought in the dollar. So if I obviously thought the dollar was gonna strengthen up, which is why I wouldn't want to take this trade, which is why I did want to take the short the euro, because the dollar strengthening up is going to send the euro down, whereas the dollar strengthening up is also going to send this down. And obviously this was a potential buy setup, and and the euro was a potential sell setup. So I wanted to obviously take the sell setup. But this would sort of be a hedge if you took this trade. If you were wrong and the dollar weakened, then yeah, this would be the one you'd make the money on. But that's not what I was going for, so I didn't take that. So over to the dollar. And yeah, so you can see the dollar starting to squeeze up again. So we are coming to the end of a tight pattern here. I mean, we still can keep running, we still can keep going, but I kind of believe we're gonna quite possibly get a break out of this pattern and a bit of a move up. That's my fundamental bias. But yeah, there's not too much TD sequential wise to tell us that we should be doing this. Yeah, if we do look here, we've got a 9 on the 4 hour, so maybe we're going to expect a bit of a retrace now in this, and a bit of weakness. It's just quite a large 9 candle, so it's a bit difficult to draw one on, but we will draw the trade on because the candle is so big. There is some definite nice confluence in horizontal confluence, if you kind of see here, but we will basically draw this here. We'll draw this because this is the trade setup. It doesn't, regardless of whether I think this is a likely scenario or not, because I don't think this is a likely scenario. I think the dollar's going up, but obviously I'm not the master genius of the markets. I'm not the boss of this. So if we do break down and I'm wrong, we get dollar weakness, then that's basically what we'll be looking at. So we'll draw that on there. But like I said, I am expecting upwards. Right, so let's have a look at US dollar, Canadian dollar. This was the one that basically just looked like the stock market, wasn't it? I believe. We're on the 4 hour. Either way, we've got a 4 hour 9 now. So we've got a nice potential setup to some downside. And I like this downside because this downside, again, coincides. Well, not coincides, but basically my dollar strengthening thesis is going to push this. Sorry, no, it's not, is it? It's an opposite pair. It's a US dollar. No, yeah. So whilst we have got a 9 here, the same in the dollar index. I'm not expecting this to play out, but this is the trade. This is the trade. If I am incorrect, so that's your invalidation point on that, and that's where you would basically hit your sell, and then just it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong in your overview. You don't trade your overall views. I don't trade my overall views. I trade on basically what the technicals, the sequentials, and the breakout levels or breakdown levels are, and that will be confirmation of whether I was right in my fundamental view. People that trade the fundamental views, well, I don't really have too much to say about them. I don't know how well they do or they don't do. But I'm sure they've got some degree. If they are a successful trader based on fundamental views, they obviously understand risk management. So then if they're wrong, they're managing the risk anyway. And then they probably do understand some form of technicals. So they're not just, do you know what I mean, just taking stabs in the dark. If you, yes, if you know what I mean. We did look at this. So again, yeah, not my preferred move, but it's on there. And then let's have a look at our at, here we go. Let's have a look at our Brazilian real against the dollar. So we had the 9, still working our way down. I mean, I am starting to annotate charts now more. I wasn't at this point, but yeah, I'd have had the line under the 9. Once we break through, it's a sell trade, and yeah, targeting. Targeting. I guess targeting the 50. I may have had it only targeting the the 21. I may have only drawn it to there, but now breaking through there. We are targeting the 50. So let's look at the Mexican peso. Apologies if my dog just goes nuts in a second. There's a postman here. Hopefully he won't bark. So yeah, we've got the bit down here that we've seen in the Mexican peso, and yeah, this is our targeted move. So this move in progress. So that's still a sell, and let's see how it does for us. We're being held up by some 4-hour 9s. I would suspect we are. Yep, here we go. So this is why we've had this little bit of pause in the down move. We've got this 4-hour 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4 candle correction. So I'm thinking, yeah, so there it was. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 candle correction, and then resume the downtrend. No, we've not resumed it yet. But again, I think I won't draw this on because I don't want to clutter this up too much. But if you're short this anyway, you may want to add to that short position once we break below this 9 candle here, because I think that will be the point where we then accelerate to complete the rest of the the pattern formation targeted move. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to say. US dollar Turkish lira. I believe we had a 9 buy here, which we just blasted through. I think we looked at that before, didn't we? And I think we got something here on the daily to look at. Yes, we have. We have got a daily 9 here. So again, if I'd drawn the lines on at this point in time, I wasn't drawing, but I am now. So don't worry, I'm going to be doing it now. Come on, sort yourself out. Right, here we go. So yeah, so initially my target would have been the sorry, my target would have been the 21, but once we break through the 21, next target becomes a 50. So we can see that we hit the 50, hit the 50, we hugged the 50 even before the 9. We've now got the 9, so maybe we're gonna come back and test this downward sloping 21 before we resume down, or maybe we are just going to resume down. What I will draw on, just out of pure interest, because this is what I would expect to play out, and I do like to always see like if what I expect is right. So we'll put that up to there. I'm expecting a test of the 50 and then just a resumption of the downward trend. I don't know, I mean, I don't want to target, I think that's quite punchy, but yeah, forget it, let's just do it. Let's do it. That's what I'm expecting. But guys, this this again doesn't tie into my strong dollar thesis. So what may happen is we do get reversed, and the dollar keeps strengthening, in which case this will keep going up. So yeah, I mean, I will then draw the other arrow, I guess, and it will pick one of these. So we'll go up, and then we'll either keep going up or we'll take that one. I mean, that's all I can really do at the moment. You'd have to see what happens, see if we do bounce off the 21 and start to come back down again, in which case target downside, or if we break the 21, target upside. So that is basically what I can draw there. So I will also, I mean, this is pretty convoluted what I'm drawing here, but I'll do that just so we know sort of that's the point we're looking at. So we sort of know we're looking at this area, this zone, to either bounce down and then we'll just carry on selling, or what will happen is, why is this line? Or we'll break through that line and keep going up. Why is that line? I didn't draw that, did I? Can I move it? Oh, yes I did. I drew a trend line. Why would I have drawn that there? I don't know. We bounced off it. I don't know why I've drawn it though. I guess I can delete that. But anyway, right, so we'll leave that. And yeah, and that's it really. That's all I wanted to show you guys. So we've looked at the cable, and we've looked at oh, I think maybe this might be interesting. Yeah, did we draw this on yesterday? We must have done, because I didn't draw this on today. So yeah, so we got, basically we're in this trade now. So we had the 9. I'm assuming this candle was higher up here before, which is why I drew it there. So again, we've broken down. What must have happened when I drew this, was the candle was higher. And then yeah, we closed lower down the candle. So I said basically here is a sell trade. So that's what we're targeting this trade. So we'll be in this short Euro GBP, Great British Pound, targeting, well, I guess just targeting this moving average confluence zone. But if we break that 200, we'll draw the arrow on, because then if we break that, so we know obviously 200 is the next target. Draw the arrow on. So there we go. It brings us to the end of the video, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. And yeah, thanks for listening. Hit the thumbs up. If you're listening to me to say this to you now, you've obviously watched the whole video, so you must have got some value. So please do hit the thumbs up, guys. And yeah, I will speak to you guys tomorrow.